All right, guys, good morning. This is Top Tier Talk for Monday. What's today? April 9th. Hope you guys had a good weekend and have a big week planned. That's kind of how this business works. We work in increments, have a good week. Ultimately, that will lead to having a good month. And then we kind of start it all over again. Wanted to talk to you today primarily. Well, Michael, do you want to give a co-op update first?
Yeah, right. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah, the co-op is brewing. We talked to our lead vendor an hour or so ago, and it is not delivering as expected either by his expectations nor ours. So he is working on that. So the ones of you who are included in the co-op, just bear with us. I did a test or a trial campaign, I should say, just immediately prior to the co-op, and it worked really, really well. So we're trying to get this one up to that level as well, and he's working on it. So you'll just be patient. We should see some additional. I'm monitoring it very closely, by the way, folks. So we're tracking everything. We know what the opt-in rates are and the click-through rates, all the rest of it. So just bear with us. Sometimes, SMS marketing works, but sometimes the vendors have to adjust the delivery parameters and the leads that they're sending in order to get the optimum results. So he's working on that. And Steve was on the phone too. You may want to add something to that, Steve.
Yeah. Basically with SMS campaigns, they run into the same issues now that email does, where, the phone carriers, the cell phone carriers, recognize whether something is a business message, potentially spammy, and they block it, so that affects deliverability potentially. Now, these vendors that we use, they know that, and they have workarounds for it. But in all honesty, this campaign's been running super slow. And
all right.
Super slow. And but they're working on it, and they're going to keep delivering leads until we hit we believe they're going to keep delivering leads until they hit our expectations. So that's that.
Am I breaking up? I think my internet connection's squirrely again.
Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, just be aware, folks. We're working on it. We're monitoring it. The opt-ins are not great. We know that. He knows it too. He was disappointed that our opt-in ratios were as low as they are compared to what they should be. So hang in there. We believe he'll make it right. So.
Yeah, we've used this guy multiple times, and this is it's in his best interest, because for us to continue to use him and for you guys to use him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's move on to our new P&G lead warehouse that we rolled out last Monday, and give you a little update on this. First of all, we the lead vendor that we used to create this site, let us do a beta test last week. And initial results are very, very encouraging. And guys, feel free to jump in, but we were calling, I believe these, or they might have been these. I don't think we're really sure, right? Guys? Michael's frozen. John, do you want to unmute and jump in here? Anyway, they're either the exclusive live interviewed leads or the...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not sure if they're exclusive or shared, but they're definitely telephone interviewed, and every single one of mine did remember the agent that talked to him the day before, which is really, really good. It's because it's a great icebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when we got the leads, we got the, the person's name, their email address, how much money they want to make. And yeah, most importantly, I think the agent's name.
Right.
So basically the call, that's an icebreaker. The call is, hey, this is Steve giving you a call. You spoke with my business partner, Robert, yesterday. In this case, it was the day before, about starting a home business. Oh, yeah. So it was, a really easy call. I mean, it's not like a cold call. It's a warm call, just like calling back a Craigslist lead that leaves you a voicemail message or schedules an appointment, basically. So, really easy. And the cool thing is for these, you just buy them, right? You buy them and they're generating the warehouse is generating the leads for us and sending them to us, so it's a great way to, and we talked about this last week too. It's a great way to tap into the business opportunity seeker market, which you're not doing if you're exclusively doing Craigslist marketing. And I think it's really important to hit both markets, right? It's really important to hit the job seeker market and the business opportunity seeker market. And this will help you to very easily tap into the business opportunity seeker market and talk to these people who are looking to start a business from home. Are they all looking to drop $3,500 on a business? Of course not. But it's the same thing with Craigslist or any other marketing that we do. You got to get through the leads to find the people that are willing to spend thousands of dollars to get started, and they're out there, thankfully.
And that's the nugget of all nuggets, is you have to go through what you have to go through to get to that person. Hey, we'd all love it that we bought 25 telephone interviewed leads that all were interviewed and said they had $3,500 to $22,000 to spend on an online business. That would be like unbelievable. It hasn't happened yet.
It just doesn't happen, right? So we got to go through the leads that, hey, let's face it. A lot of people think they can start a business for free or start a business for $50 or $100. I mean, you're not the only ones that run into that, right? We all do. Everybody in the industry does. And you kind of got to get through those people to find the people who are really serious and understand that, hey, if they really want to make $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, well, you're not going to do it with a $50 program. You've got to be involved in something that's high ticket to do that. So what you got to do, and what we're encouraging everybody on the team to do, and I'll send out an email later, but you got to create an account, okay? Which is simply going to pngleadwarehouse.com.
Free to do it.
Create a free account, right? Enter all your info here. Where it says MLM group, we're on here, maybe with a little typo.
Yeah, it says Titum, I think it says Titum Prosperity Nexus. It's under T, I believe.
It's under, let me scroll down here.
I think it's under T, Titum.
T for Titum?
Titum, I think it says Titum in parentheses, Prosperity Nexus.
Let's just make sure. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it is. It's down there. Keep going.
I'm trying.
There you go, Titum Inc., PNT.
There it is. So you're going to select that as the business and sign up. And
the one reason that's important is that you will, they're not going to send the same leads if you buy shared leads to somebody else on our team that they do to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important. And the other really good reason to sign up right away is they do specials on leads from time to time. They did one last week that I took advantage of.
50% off, yeah.
And I got a 50% bonus in leads. I bought some live interviewed leads, and I got a 50% increase in the number I have. So that is a good, when that happens in particular, don't wait for that. Use it anyway, regardless, but from time to time, they may send out special offers like that. So that's a really good reason to go ahead and sign up, whether you intend to buy leads today or not. I'd go ahead and sign up.
And if your budget is really low, you still want to try them, go to that 7 to 21 aged leads. They're only about 80 or 90 cents. And
Yeah.
I've done this with other vendors. Sometimes you may think that these are the worst possible leads, but not necessarily, because they're the same leads. It's just that the other ones were telephone interviewed or shared or exclusive. So yes, you're buying some old leads, and yes, they probably have been pounded a little bit. But that's where your rapport building skills can come in. If you're pleasant and you know how to approach, you can still find a nugget in these leads.
Yeah, well, let's go through kind of the main ones that you should look to purchase. I think the first are the most expensive. So these are the best leads in theory, right? Exclusive live interviewed. Exclusive means they're only selling them to you, okay? And you know they're not exclusive to you forever, but they're exclusive to you initially. So the idea is because eventually they're going to become these, okay? But
Yeah,
they start off as these. Right, so the lead gets generated, and same day it's going to be sent to you. And
Yeah, you probably have a week, you know.
yeah, I don't think we really know, but probably a week. You know, assume you have a week, but you want to call it initially.
well, if you're going to spend that kind of money, which I would and will,
Call them right away, same
you
day.
need to call them right away. As soon as they come in, you need to be on the phone to them. And by the way, when you order the leads, I ordered on the special last week, and you see that step 2 down there. It's important that you know when you put whatever number that is, depending on the lead package you're getting, your lead's going to come to you immediately if they're live. And I wasn't expecting that, so.
Yeah, don't put more than you can handle.
What you're going to want to do if it's Friday and you're ordering and you're doing a special, you're probably going to want to put one in there or something, because you don't, I wasn't expecting 10 leads to come rolling in on me, which is what I put as my daily minimum or maximum.
Yeah.
And so I had 10 leads come rolling in on Friday afternoon that I had to call. Otherwise, the value would have gone down. So just bear that in mind. You can change it later. You can change the maximum number per day delivery in your back office once the order starts. But the only way to control what happens 10 minutes after you place the order is to put the number there that you are prepared to deal with when it comes to the live leads anyway. Okay.
Right. So here's the deal. You want to, when you order these, and they're $5.50 a lead, no price break for quantity. Okay. Which, may initially sound expensive, but when you take a look at, Craigslist, where you buy a $25 ad, maybe you get 5 appointments out of it, maybe. Well, that's a $5 lead right there. So it's really, the price for this is in line with Craigslist leads for the most part.
Yep.
So, here you go. And you want to call them same day. Yeah. Like Michael just said. So, if you only want to call 5 leads a day, well, you're going to put 5 here, otherwise you're going to lose the value of calling them right away.
Right.
And within 5 days, there are replacements, so you have to let them know.
Well, you need to read what the replacement parameters are, but yes, they will. If they're bad, they're not going to replace them if you can't get a hold of them, for example.
No.
It has to be
the number's bad.
You get a bad number, then they'll replace it.
Right.
Okay, now here's the same thing for $3.60, and there is a sliding scale for quantity here. If these are shared with two other vendors, right? Two
other people, yeah.
2 other people.
Three. I think it's 3 total, including
in different companies, and we've been told that they're not competing businesses, so they're going to be multi-level marketing more than likely. Businesses, and then ours, which is top tier or high ticket, whatever you want to call it. So same thing. So the thing with these is that again, you want to call them right away, because probably the other 2 people that are ordering are probably not going to call them right away.
Yeah,
they certainly may, but there's a good chance that they're not going to, and you want to be the first one. So
And these are the ones I bought, by the way, to try them out. So.
And by the way, regarding paying attention to your business, I've had several people I've had to train on this, which is some people just don't seem to check their texts or their emails very often. You're in business, guys. Whether it's one of your current prospects that you're courting or you buy these leads, you got to be on your email, and hopefully you have a smartphone A, and B, you'll hopefully have your email set up to it, and your phone is on during the day. So whenever it goes ding, I know that I got a text or an email. You really want to be able to be on this. You could be out and about. I could be driving around doing an errand. I get a ding, and I pull over for a minute, and I go, oh, I just got a lead from blah, 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 and I'm going to call that guy right there. Now, that may seem crazy to interrupt your day, but remember, each one of these guys is $2,000 or above. So pulling over to call that lead back is kind of important, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait. Well, I only check my email at night when I come home. Well, you may be losing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
It is. It is.
You know, that's just part of doing business.
If you had a brick and mortar building and you were in the back room doing stocking and warehousing, and you had customers coming in to buy food and do it, and you weren't around, they're going, hello, anybody here?
They'll either leave without buying something or they'll rob you, right?
Or rob you, yeah.
Or the other thing is they could buy from someone else who called them when they couldn't get a hold of you.
Yeah, the restaurant next door has got activity. I think I'll go there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the other one. These are probably good value.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to try the income ones. I'm going to buy some today.
Yeah.
Now, so both of these leads that I just showed you, the exclusive live leads and the live interviewed leads, you're going to get the rep's name, which I think is just really awesome. I mean, I'll admit I had never called purchase leads before until last week when I participated in our beta test here. So I wasn't really sure what to expect. And it was such an easy call because everybody who answered, like John said, I think, knew the rep's name.
And I had one or two of them tell me the rep's name before I said anything. I said, I'm calling you about you're interested in the work. Oh, is this Mary? No, Mary is one of the agents who called you yesterday, because I looked right on my database, and I was kind of surprised because it was very fresh. Of course, now we had called them only 24 hours later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call them a week later, you know,
they may not remember.
All bets are off. Yep.
Now, the next, in my opinion, the next best icebreaker, because I have a lot of experience at this, is calling that other one next, Steve, which is live local premium. That means area code specific. So if you live in Texas or Houston or LA or I don't care, Timbuktu, when you fill out that form, it's going to allow you to put down area code or codes. And if they have them in your area and you get them, that's like having the agent's name, because when you call them up, hey, is this Dave? Dave, this is John. Recently you filled out some information regarding work from home. I see you're in the same area code I am. Where do you live, by the way? Sherman Oaks. Oh, I'm like right down the street. I'm about 3 miles away. So if you like what you see in this business opportunity, I actually live locally, which is a plus for you. And once you review this opportunity, we'll get together. I'll buy a Starbucks or buy a lunch, and we'll discuss the possibility. Man, I've made many sales because of physical eye-to-eye contact and buying them lunch or something. What do you care for a $20 lunch to get a $2,000 or $3,000 sale? You know?
Yeah, that's a good point. I will tell you that these leads don't get interviewed.
Yes.
So these are opt-in leads into their capture page. My opinion, they're not going to be as strong, except for the the local. If you're somebody that wants to operate like that and you want to take somebody out for coffee or lunch or something like that, then I think these could be potentially good. And I know John's made money off of the local leads.
Yeah, they're better than you think. That icebreakers, because think about it. If you're wanting to start a business and you're going through all kinds of stuff, most of the online businesses you talk about are people that you don't even know where they live. So you're worried about if it's a scam or you can get your money back. The moment somebody meets a person, there's a spiritual, physical connection. eye-to-eye contact is huge. And especially if you were kind enough to buy them lunch, talk about rapport building. You can't really get any better than that.
Mm-hmm. Let's skip down to the bottom to these old interviewed leads. These people, again, were just like, just like these leads up here, but they're older, simply put. So see, you are going to get the interviewer's name again. So you have that icebreaker potentially. The thing is, these leads are older. Okay, so they were once $5.50 leads, then they were $3.60 leads. Now they're 99-cent leads or lower because they're older. But potentially, if you're on a budget, everybody's on a budget, but if you have a lower budget, these could be the way to go. You get 50 of them for $50 basically. Then we have, I'm going to kind of skip some of these because I'm not sure you really want to mess with these. What do you think, Michael?
Well, until I can't answer that. I think John said he's going to try the income surveyed leads, and I'll be very interested to hear how that works.
Yep.
What they do is they cross-reference the lead with their data to determine a range for income potential, or what their income is, and a range for their credit score.
Right. So the people are not.
They're not called.
How much they're not. These are not called leads. These are opt-in leads to websites that are then run against a database to kind of come up with probably how much money they make and probably what their credit score is.
I don't know how they do that, but
probably based on where they live and that kind of thing, I would imagine. Now there are two other leads here that are kind of interesting. These are redirect leads. Exclusive redirect leads, which means, did this move? There we go.
they're only yours, and they're going to your capture page.
They're exclusive, and you're going to send them to, they're going to go to their capture page, actually, it looks like. And then
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's just to generate the lead. Yeah, then they go to yours.
Yeah. We're going to have to think about how to do this. Don't buy these yet, I don't think, because I'm not sure what the smart plan is here yet.
What would be a problem to me in using these is if they come direct to you to your capture page, then they're opting in, and then they're opting in again to your capture page if you do it the way you should do it.
Yep.
And I'm not so sure that is a hurdle that most people won't jump over.
Yeah, but I thought they go like any redirect I've ever bought from other companies is they don't come to me first. They just get redirected to your capture page.
Right. Well, that's not the way it appears these work. They go through a capture page first.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's not good.
They're going to opt into this capture page. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to opt into this capture page. You could send them to your 5-step page.
Yeah.
And then you're getting these leads emailed to you, which you could then dump into your autoresponder.
Well, you might want to check them, because that's just a sample of their capture page on how they generated the lead. They're not but they're not coming to you. All these leads above, every single one of these comes from their lead generation capture pages, and then they interview them. So in this case, instead of interviewing, they just send them directly to your capture page.
Yeah.
You don't get them at all. There's only one step. These are the same leads. They're generated by their capture pages, and then they either go to you if you're going to talk to them, or if you do redirect, they go directly. They bypass you, and they go to your capture page.
You are going to get the leads. They're going to send you a CSV file.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's just for...
Because they're not going to your capture page. That's why.
You better check on that, because that's not a redirect then.
And then we have advertising clicks to your website. In this case, this is where you're going to put your lead capture page, and this is how they're going to go to your capture page, into your autoresponder, and direct through our entire system.
Oh, that's what I was thinking these were.
Yeah. No,
That's what I thought.
this is automatic to your capture page. You're not talking to them initially, although you need to
Yes.
call
Okay.
and follow up after they opt in. Their prices are pretty in line with other. These prices are pretty in line with other uh, vendors that do stuff like this.
Paperly, yeah.
And but you know, the quality of this vendor's data is pretty good. That's why we went with them. You know, they use a U.S. call center for their exclusive interview, or for all of their interviewed leads, which is not normal in this industry. Most of the call centers are in the Philippines, you know, or overseas somewhere. So using, you know, and with that, stuff gets lost in the translation, and they're just not as high quality. Whereas these interviewed leads are U.S. based call centers, and we found in just doing our beta test last week with 200 leads that you know, it was a better interview because the person was actually really expecting our call. All right, cool. Yeah, so we just wanted to kind of officially roll this out again, I guess, and let you know that you got to create an account. You know, you're expected to create an account, and then, you know, order as you will. Let me show you.
We have a script over on our site too.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you.
And by the way, guys, even if you're not buying them right away, it actually helps the team and our relationship with this vendor. If you still all created an account, that shows activity and that interest. And then, of course, when you can buy it, you buy it.
Yeah, the way we got access to this is we kind of told them that we'd have lots of business for them. Yeah, you just go to the training site, click on Lead Warehouse. I think this is where I have the script.
Yep.
Yeah, so to access the script, you're just going to click here. And essentially, the script, why does it look like that?
That's for superhuman eye people.
There we go. Okay, we're back to normal now. Essentially, this script is really the same script as that we're using for we're using for Craigslist. Okay, so all you guys, unless you're brand new or should be intimately familiar with that script by now, the difference is you're calling and you're going to reference the agent's name that you're getting in the data as your business partner, right? So you recently spoke to my business partner, James, and indicated that you're open to receiving information regarding generating an income from home. Just wanted to give you a call and talk about that for a little bit. All right. And
now,
then
if they're not your agent, then you just leave that out. You can even say what I do is you recently filled out some information on one of my websites about working from home and wanted somebody to call you. That's what you would do if you don't have the agent's name, if you didn't buy the interviewed one.
Right. Yeah, good point. Okay. And then you go into the same thing. You know, they call them rapport building questions here, which is, you know, tell me about yourself. What do you do? You know, what are you doing for work? Why are you looking to start a home business? You know, looking for their why. You know, if you find the right business, you're looking to get started right away. With these leads, the cool thing is you're not going to have to explain. They're not going to be like, what are you selling? You know, they asked about a home business, so they understand exactly why you're calling. And then, you know, the same process, send them to the website, schedule a follow-up call, and it's the same exact type of funnel and process that we use for Craigslist. Does anybody have any questions?
Now, while they're thinking about that, the way I would recommend you guys work this is if you use, although we have several other ways to generate leads, the co-op and all kinds of other things, the numbers are, you want to like generate a minimum of 100 leads a month. So if you use Craigslist in conjunction with this and add a few more markets here and there, you should be able to do that. So if you took out 10 to 15 Craigslist ads, you probably would generate 40 to 50. 15 times 3 would be 45. So, and then if you bought 50, you'd have 100 leads to work with. And of course, you've got instant messaging on Facebook and a few warm market thrown in there. And you're at your 100 leads. 100 leads. Now you want to try to get 30 of those 100 interviewed and follow-up Q&As to make your 3 to 4 sales a month. So that's just some suggestions of target numbers on how you can use Craigslist. And like Steve said earlier, contact both markets. You got the job market and the BizOp market, and you're putting them together to get your quantity of leads every month.
Yeah, you know, I mean, one of the things we really wanted, we've been looking for a long, long time, is a really good, simple to do second option for people in addition to Craigslist. Craigslist has worked really well for us, works really well for us still. But, you know, we needed that. We wanted that second option, that business opportunity seeker option. And this is that. So, you know, if you're serious about your business, you should be doing both. And, you know, with that, you will be set up on the right path for, you know, for success here.
Yep.
And some people think 100 leads is a lot to go through. Guys, 5 phone calls a day, which is under what you should be doing if you're serious, but 5 a day times 5 days a week is 25. 25 times 4 is 100. But if you do it that way, you're going to get through your 100 at the end of the month. But if you called 20 a day, you would get through 100 attempts, 100 phone calls, which means some of them are going to be left messages, some are going to hang up maybe, some are whatever. But the idea is if you go through the 100 in the first week, now you got 3 weeks to work them. So that's the better way to make your 3 sales a month.
Yep.
And 20 a day, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I mean, I can go on phone burner, I can go through 20 in about 30 minutes. That's on auto dialer software program. But if you call them yourself, probably take you about 45 or 50 minutes, right, Steve? Michael?
I called them.
On how many you
called
get
them
through.
myself by typing each number
Yep.
into here, and I got through 25. I mean, you're going to get nowadays. You're going to get voicemail a lot of the time, and that's what happens, right?
Right.
So, you know, I think I probably took me 45 minutes.
Well, I mean, just to get through them. I don't even mean reach them. If you just called 25 a day, and some of them are messages, and some of those are phone calls, you should be able to call that list of 20 to 25 in 45 minutes or less, and that's a lot of. Remember, promotion is outflow, and return is inflow, and you have to outflow the inflow. And so if your statistics are you called 100 people this week, your odds are a lot better that you're going to book some interviews and some follow-ups.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, so we're excited about this. Hopefully you guys are as well. You know, just another way. I mean, we're seeing people having, you know, some really, really good success here of late. And
all of them are doing a lot more massive action. They're doing that kind of approach, and they're making money, guys.
yep.
Just take a look at the testimonials, and we have another one that I'm doing today that's going to go up there. And, you know, it helps the team when you're successful. So besides being successful for your own needs and wants,
Yep.
it's really good to be successful and then promote that success. Because if you can start making this thing work for you, then you can be on the testimonial page, which is great PR and positioning for you. Because imagine you talk to a lead and you send them to the 5-step, and you can say to them, click on the testimonials and you'll see mine there. That gives you a lot of positioning right away.
Yep.
Because rapport is everything. People buy people, they don't buy the business.
That is true. That is very true. Any questions? You guys all know how to create an account and get rolling, rocking and rolling? I see everybody nodding. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
All right, cool. All right, guys. I don't think we have anything else today, do we?
Don't forget to start inviting people to the webinar.
Yep. This is webinar.
And by the way, we're finding out that those testimonials are really helping. So when you interview people, I always go.
Is it my internet that's bad?
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
where's the testimonials? I don't remember on the 5-step. Is it on after step 4 or where is it?
Let me share my screen again. Yeah, sorry about that. Here's the new testimonials page, prosperitynexus.com/testimonials.
Yeah, you can send that link directly to them if you want to as an email blast.
Yeah, I did that yesterday or Saturday whenever I sent a blast out. Let's see where the link is. I think it's right under the webinar.
Maybe, yeah.
Or somewhere. There it is.
Between step 2 and step 3, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they click that and they're going to go to that page.
And you should know that link by heart anyway, prosperitynexus.com/testimonials. You can send that out to people as a separate link on one of your broadcasts, your emails.
Yeah, and these are, I'll tell you what these do besides, talking about money, is it just shows that we're all real. We're all real people, and it's not hypey. The webinar is a sales presentation basically. So, the takeaway from that can kind of be like, hey, these guys are trying to sell me something. But then you go to this testimonials page and it's, it's just having a conversation and people sharing their stories and, their, some successes.
Even negative people that think, oh, well, this is all scripted out, maybe think that way on the first story. Then the second story is another guy with a different background, and you go, well, that's pretty real. And then you get the third one, and they go, wow, maybe there's something to this.
Yep.
We used to do that in multi-level marketing with live stories where they'd patch you into somebody. If I was working with a real estate guy, I'd find a real estate guy in the business that was making money. We had a list of people, and then we patch them into a live one.
I forget if I put the testimonials on the replay page or not. Let's see if I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's on the replay page too now.
Which is great.
Because it's something that really is powerful. That third-party edification or validation, is really powerful. So thanks to you guys who have given testimonials already, or allowed us to interview you. And, as people have success, we're going to make sure that we do a recording and we get it up on the site, and it just helps, like I think John said, it just helps everybody. So it doesn't just help you, and it will help you big time, but it helps everybody on the team as well.
Yep.
All right. I don't know what this recording is going to be like now since I ended up dropping off, but we shall see. So are we good? There's no questions or comments, because then we'll just wrap up and make sure you get people to the webinar on Wednesday.
We're good.
Well, actually create your accounts on the P&G warehouse and order some leads and let us know how they go. We'd love to have some testimonials regarding those as well.
And anybody that does want to do an interview testimonial, if you're in my team, contact me, and then I'll arrange to do a video. We'll do a Zoom thing and we'll interview you. We'll figure out, the format. Contact Michael if you're on Michael's team, or Steve, or in some way, shape, or form, you're under somebody. So.
Yeah, if your sponsor is somebody else too, contact them, because everybody can create a free Zoom account and do this. So it doesn't have to be us. All right, guys.
Take care.
Have a great day.
Take care.